Hello everyone, it's Lindsay, and I'm here today showing you the June Faith Art box from Creative Retreat Kits. These kits are selling out like hotcakes, so if you want to get subscribed, be sure to check out the subscription box down below. There's a link over to the Creative Retreat site and get signed up for next month's kit because these are just selling out like crazy. As of filming this video, this month's kit was already sold out, so definitely jump on the bandwagon and get signed up for next month's kit. So I did still want to show you how I worked with this kit in case you were one of the ones that did end up ordering it. I'm working in Psalm 119 verse 10, and I'm keeping this entry really simple today. I did a lot more study time today than I normally do, so I wanted to keep my entry pretty simple. This verse says, "With my whole heart I seek you. Let me not wander from your commandments." And so I went ahead and pulled some of the different stickers that come in the kit. And then I'm also going to be doing some stamping with the stamp set. So I'm putting a piece of cardstock behind my page. That way when I stamp, it's a little bit more firm underneath that page and I can get good, clean stamping. I am using VersaFine Onyx Black ink today. This is a permanent like pigment style ink, but it does bleed through your page. I will show you that here in a few minutes just so you know that. But I'm just going to line everything up you saw on that clear packaging, and that allows me to kind of arrange things on the page how I want and make sure my spacing is going to be correct before I commit to sticking those stickers down. I love that these stickers are really good quality. They stick very, very well, and so I don't want to be putting them down on the page and then trying to pull them back up because I could risk tearing my page. So the little trick I do is by sticking it on the packaging. And there is the stamp in the set, is this little plant, and I thought it'd be really cute if it looked like it was sitting in a pot. So I'm going to go ahead and just sketch out a really simple little pot for this plant to be in. Now, I could come up with some elaborate metaphor for why I did this, like, you know, we should seek God like a plant seeks the light, but no, I just thought it was cute and wanted to add to the page. So it is totally acceptable to add things to your journaling just because you like it or think it's pretty. There is no rule saying that it all has to directly correlate with the verse. So I'm going to be a little loose with that today and add in this cute little plant. But be sure to go and check out the blog post that goes with this process video. I found out a lot of really neat kind of Bible trivia about this specific part of the Bible. Like I didn't know that this was the longest psalm in the Bible or the longest chapter in the entire Bible. So I also found out some really interesting things about how it was written. So be sure you head on over to the blog and I will talk a little bit more about that. I found that as I started studying, I just ended up spending more and more time reading and studying, which is fantastic. But because of that, I wanted to keep this page pretty simple so I wasn't taking too much time. Now I'm going to go ahead and cover up that pot with a piece of paper. And that was after I had outlined it with a permanent pen. I'm using the Faber-Castell Pitt pen today. And then I'm just going to go ahead and stamp this down. And because I covered the pot with the paper, it's going to make it so that the plant looks like it's kind of sitting down in the pot instead of just on top of the pot, if that makes sense. I'm going to be coloring that in using the Prima watercolors. This is the tropical set, and it just so happened that the colors in the set perfectly match the colors in the kit this month, so that really worked out. I don't have to really mix any specialty colors, and I'm going to be keeping this very loose and kind of impressionistic. So I'm laying down some water outside of the lines, just kind of smushing it so it gives the impression that the pot is colored this blue color, but it's not completely filled in and it's just kind of messy. And that way I'm not having to stress about shading or staying in the lines. Like I said, we are keeping this super simple today. I dried that and then I'll go in and add a second layer of color. And this just adds some dimension and depth and layers to that color, which I really enjoy about watercolors. And then I'll just go ahead and, of course, add some splatters. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that's kind of a trademark of mine. Paint splatters all day long. You should see my blinds that are just in front of my table here. Yeah, they're covered in ink splatters. So So I went ahead and dried all of that, and then I'll go in with this yellow color, and it's perfect because the yellow in this kit has just a tint of green to it. I can't even say that you would say that it's green, but it looks like a little bit of a green hue to it, and this color has the exact same tint to it. So I'll go ahead and do the exact same thing, smushing some water and then adding in that color. And I am going to allow the yellow and the blue to overlap just a little bit in the center, so I get a little bit of a more green hue there, and that just kind of adds to the coloring of the plant. And then again, those paint splatters. And I know there's probably not yellow houseplants, but that's okay. We are just keeping it fun today and simple. And then I will go ahead and add in some pink splatters as well, just to tie in the rest of the colors. And so this verse goes on to say in verse 11, it says, I have stored up your word in my heart that I might not sin against you. And so I just love this instruction that we should be just seeking God wholeheartedly with every bit of our being at all times. It really should be our focus at all times, is seeking Him. And we do that so that we have those words in our heart and that knowledge. And so it doesn't stop us from sinning. We're still going to be sinners, but it does help remind us to stay on the path and to stay focused on God, and will kind of help us just stay in the right. And so I like that instruction that happens in this psalm here. So now I'm going to go ahead and add in some of these hearts. Those of us on the creative team have been loving these heart stickers. It's all we can talk about over there is the heart stickers. So I hope you guys are loving them as well. I just find that they are the perfect size to add a little bit of extra something to your page without just really taking the focus away and becoming center stage. So they're just fun. They've got to be on, all the pages. So I added a sprinkling of those. And now I'm going to go ahead and outline all of those stickers using the Faber-Castell Pitt pen once again. And this is just going to help tie in with the stamping. Just because I'm kind of mixing the stickers and the stamping, I wanted a little bit more black on the page to tie everything together. And it also just helps kind of help those stickers pop off the page. I'm going to go ahead and top this off with some black and white washi tape to frame in the page. And I usually like to anchor my tabs on some washi tape, and so to balance that out, I'm adding it to the bottom as well. I'm going to flip this over and cut off the excess, and as I flip this over, you can see here where that VersaFine ink does bleed through the page. I'm not concerned because I can always cover that up at another time using like acrylic paint or white gesso or pattern paper, something like that. So I'm not upset about it. If that's something that concerns you, you may want to prep your page before you stamp with that ink. I'm going to take this cardstock sticker here that says loved. And I don't think that it was intended to be a tab, but I'm going to use it as a tab. And for the portion that's exposed, for the stickiness, I'm going to just rub this EK Success powder tool, or you could just take some plain baby powder, rub it over the top of that sticker, and it'll take away the stickiness, and now you have a tab. So that's it for my page today. Be sure to head on over to the website and get subscribed to the kit so you can be in for next month's kit. Subscribe to this channel if you're not already a subscriber, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the techniques I showed today. Be sure to head on over and check out the matching blog post to see a little bit more of what I discovered as I was studying this passage in the Bible. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.